Yo, welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Cruz, and today is Tuesday, September 19th. Y'all know what today is. Well, we're supposed to know what today is. It is Bleach Tuesday. Bleach Tuesday. We did not have it last week because March Out the Zombies had two different episodes. Also, I don't even know what the hell happened last week, but yeah, we didn't have a show, and that's on me. I take full blame for it. But March Out the Zombies, I feel like this should have been put together anyway. So that's what we're doing. So welcome. Yeah. Hopefully everybody's having a beautiful day today. But first, where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere else you can find podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, where you can find latest updates of the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finance. And please go follow on the Z Instagram. Instagram has almost 600 followers right now. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's get there, baby. We got 16 more y'all to get there. I need you guys. Also, please go like and subscribe. Go like and subscribe definitely on YouTube. And also please leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts and also on Spotify. Well, normally Spotify put "How are you doing?" Leave a little comment, man. Tell me how you doing. That's all it is. I just need to know how you're doing, baby. I need to make sure you're good. If you're good, the getting's gonna get good. The good. I just need you to be good. All right, man. Hopefully you are having a beautiful day. But we're gonna talk about March Out the Zombies, mostly because I need to do this in a very good order. All right. So where we left off is Ichigo is yelling at Uryu Ishida about, why are you doing this? Pretty much, why are you doing this? Why is this happening? Why are you standing beside him and not beside me? Pretty much. And Uryu lets out this very big ass attack on Ichigo, and also like on Chad and Odahime show up and everything like that. And Odahime protects them with her shield, which is good. You know what I'm saying? She protects them from all the arrow shits, and then all of a sudden there was a big ass explosion. And the shockwave kind of fucked them up a little bit. And I like the conversation that after you hit the ground and everything that Ichigo and Chad and Odahime have, because Ichigo's doing everything in his power. Actually, not even doing everything in his power. He's literally telling you that Uryu's not my enemy. I still don't feel as though this is my enemy. I said we fought countless battles together, and I feel like between me and him, you don't just choose a side after me. You don't just like leave someone side who you literally shed blood for. You just literally went into the Seirete and went to go rescue another Soul Reaper, even though you are a Quincy. Yes, you hate Soul Reapers, and that's understandable. But at the end of the day, that friendship, that practically brotherhood that you and Ichigo had established should probably outweigh any ideological fucking thought process. And the thing that I love that Ichigo said was, and it's supposed to be in comedic relief, is that they were like, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna get him back? I'm saying I'm gonna smack him and drag him back over here. And then they were like, what if he tells you it? What if you understand where he's coming from, pretty much? And he's like, still, I'm gonna smack him and drag him back over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still a brotherhood between them, and he just doesn't understand. Like, I'm sure Uryu did not try to shoot those things out to try to kill him. I really don't think so. I don't think that's the case. I think maybe Uryu is playing as a double agent as some sort. Yoichi wants to fight the Soul King, so he's heading up to the Soul Palace right now. And I just feel like he's not there to try to kill Ichigo. I think he is there to spy a little bit, but like automatically he became the second in command, and that was kind of weird. Even for all the Quincy's, all the other Quincy's. But I think the difference between Uryu and the rest of the Quincy's is he's a human. he knows how to live between both those worlds, and all the Quincy's that's underneath them it have never lived in the world of the living. You know, I think that's where he kind of differs from everyone else. Also, he's also a true Quincy. Like everybody else are Ronkars. Like most of the Quincy's that are fighting, most of the Stir Raiders that are Stein Raiders that are fighting right now are mostly Iran cars, and really they're just a vessel for Yoichi to, pretty much eat and become stronger. Pretty much, he's like Highlander, but there can only be one. But he needs them to fight. Pretty much, he's really using them as interference and food at the same time to stop like Ichigo and Byakuya and everybody from going after him to stop him from fighting the Soul King and taking over Soul Palace. So I think that's where we are in that storyline part. I mean, there's like, and then we go that's pretty much, we only see Ichigo for like maybe 10 minutes. So you give us the king back for maybe 2 episodes, and then you're just gonna take the king away from us? What are we doing here? Why are you doing this to me? Bleach? Huh? You bring the king back. I even gave you a whole episode. I was hyped. I was like, the king is here. The king is back. And then y'all just said, you know what? Y'all had enough, and we're gonna snatch him away. No more of him. We can wait. You can wait. What I like about this episode also is that we find out. I don't know her name. I'm gonna try to figure out her name. The fuck is that? Oh, okay. I don't know her name, but she was part of like the Bambi squad. But her power was better than everyone else's. Her power was sick. Like, they kind of treated her like a medic. Like the other Star Raiders, they treated her like a medic. And I'm like, that's weird that she can that her powers is really like kind of like Otohime, but different because she needs the person's blood. And she was collecting blood samples as they were going after every battle. She was kind of collecting blood samples. You're sitting there like, the fuck? See, I haven't read the manga. I think that's where I kind of differ from everyone else, is that I haven't read the manga. So everything else, all the shit I'm seeing right now is very new to me. And so her power, which is sick as shit, by the way, is that if you get, I think, her blood on you, you become a zombie. She can take control of you. It's a sick ass power. It is. If we're being honest, it's a pretty sick fucking power. And sorry, it's a pretty sick power. My bad. I'm trying to like get my mind together. So what's cool about her is that she can create zombies even if you're at the brink of death. This is very important to the story. Now, Kurosuchi, Captain Kurosuchi, the captain of Squad. I'm gonna fuck this up. I want to say Squad 12. Yeah, because that's research and development. So him, the thing about him is that he's a piece of shit, a horrible piece of shit. He's a terrible person, like or a terrible whatever. I don't know what Kurosuchi actually is. So Kurosuchi, the Quincy's hate him more than anything else, probably because he experiments on the Quincy's. He has experimented on Quincy's for a very long time, actually. I think he was even messing with Uryu about his grandfather, like who practically was like his teacher and master, whatever. But you sit around here, you watch it, I'm just like, you kind of want Kurosuchi to lose this fight, but at the same time, he's part of the hero squad. So it's like he's still a villain. He's an anti-hero because really he's there to fight for research. He's not trying to fight. He's trying to make sure that you stay alive long enough to where I can take your blood and we can keep, or I can experiment on you. It's like, oh my gosh, it's disgusting. It's disgusting, man. All right, it's a disgusting trait, but it actually helps him out in this fight with her because what's her name? Giselle. That's her name, Giselle. I knew it was a like not very out there name. So Giselle. But what Kurosuchi did actually on his own um, which is kind of fucking wild, is that he created his own zombies to combat her. What? Yes, it's the wildest shit ever. I just want to understand how he even knew to create zombies. Not only did he create his own zombies, he created zombies out of Iran cars. Okay, out of some of the better, out of like the Spada. I'm sorry, the Spada. So there's a difference. It's Iran cars or like the regular like humanoid type fucking hollows, and then you have the Spada who are ultra powerful, and it's like only 12 of them. So these are all Eisen experiments. Actually, these are all Eisen experiments. It's fucking wild. Um, it's crazy because we're sitting here watching it, and this dude is about to like, he has his own corpse unit, and it's fucking crazy as shit that he's used to fight off a whole army of zombies. By the way, that he used, I think he only had 4 of them, and they all fought off for like a whole. He's like, yo, I don't care. He gets crazy because he's sitting there like, yo, I don't care that they were part of that. They're all soul reapers. I'm gonna kill these fuckers anyway. It doesn't really matter. So y'all can kill them. Go ahead. Um, before I finish the episode, because pretty much these are the key moments in the episode. Yoruichi comes back, by the way. Very excited to see Yoruichi. I love me some Yoruichi. I like Yoruichi because she was Ichigo's like second teacher slash like pretty much the person that like beat the shit out of Ichigo too. You got, of course, Kisuke, who Kisuke does show up and says, hey man, you guys want to go up to the Soul Palace? Okay, I'm gonna shoot you guys up there. I don't know if this is gonna work, but you might die, you might not. But we got to shoot you guys up there if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, but you don't know if it's gonna work or not. Yeah, you're gonna be first people to test it on. And we can't use it because we can't use the special the ones from when they first got to the when they first did the rescue arc, because that's a family secret and they're nowhere to be found. So Kisuke said we made our own, and hopefully you guys survive. It's like seeing Yoruichi come back, man. Like I know a lot of people, apparently there was a big kerfuffle about something with Yoruichi. I guess the way she came back in the manga compared to the way she came back here is, and people didn't like it or something like that. Like I don't know. It's weird. It's just like, look, man, why can't we just enjoy shit? I've never understood that part, man. It's like football and anime fans are like ruthless as fuck. Well, sports fans. I'm sorry, sports fans. They're ruthless as shit on this internet thing, man. I'm going to talk about this. Actually, we're going to have a Patreon episode tomorrow, and we're going to talk about mostly about this because it bothers me a little bit. It's something that has bothered me a lot, but I definitely want to talk about it. I will be talking about it because these actually go hand in hand, sadly. So my thing is this: with Kurosuchi. Now we're going to go back to Kurosuchi. Captain Kurosuchi ends up using the Iran cars to fight off all the zombies, and also the resurrected Bambi squad, pretty much, and they folded them pretty easily. It was a very easy fight for all of them. Oh yeah, that's right. Ikaku and I always forget his name. Oh my gosh, why do I forget his name? Ikaku. Hold on, because I just seen it. Shit. Oh, Yamachika. That's what it is. Yamachika. Ah, there it is. Ikaku and Yamachika. Those two always go hand in hand. That's my fault. They always go hand in hand for some fucking reason. But Ikaku and Yamachika actually are part of the fight also. They get folded pretty fucking easily by Giselle. And Giselle actually kind of bleeds on them a little bit. So yeah. It kind of bleeds on them, but she's not able to control them for some. I forgot why she couldn't control them. Pretty much they weren't dead, so it was like, oh, okay, well, niggas can't beat me anyway. Like, you gotta kill me, motherfucker. But at the end of the episode, she says she has like this last little ace up her sleeve, which is, "Hello, Captain. Are you ready to fight?" And then you see Captain Toshiro Hintsugaya. Now, the last time we saw Toshiro is that he had just gotten folded by either Baz B and like pretty much one of Baz B's subordinates. He just got fucking folded. He's supposed to. Okay, I'm gonna put this out there, and this is just gonna be my take on Toshiro Hintsugaya. Toshiro Hintsugaya is the most gassed captain of the 13 court guard squads. There, I said it. I mean it. He is the most gassed out of all of them. When I say gassed, they talk about like how he was the youngest. He was the youngest captain. You know what I mean? He's his sword is very rare. I think that this dude, I don't think I've ever watched him really fully win a fight. Like he won probably like one or two that they've shown. Like Geen beat the shit out of him. I mean, like he's been folded twice by these damn by the Quincy's. Like, who has he actually beaten? Like, his sword is supposed to be just as rare as Yamamoto's. It's supposed to be actually just as rare and just as strong. Just his ice powers, and Yamamoto's was of course fire. The problem is that Hintsugaya has a very basic move set, and his Bankai is like, okay, cool. You turn into an ice dragon, and you freeze up you change. You're pretty much you're a controller. That's what you are. You're a controller. You control the environment. Then you change the environment the way you see fit. But at the same time, you still get folded all the time. And it was disheartening to watch. I'm not gonna lie. It's disheartening to like, oh, it's him. Like I'm like sitting here watching. I'm just like, okay, that was okay, cool. That's it. Like, yeah, you beat up like, and when he first comes down, yes, he beats up. He folds Ikaku and Yamachika because those are third and fourth seats. Like that was he's a captain at the end of the day, and he's a third and fourth seat. So like he really just like. When Yamachika wanted to use the keto, and he was like, no, and he was like, that was a very good decision. He said it was really stupid by me. It was a really good decision by saving me. Thanks for saving me. And Ikaku got hit, and then he stabs Ikaku, and then Hintsugaya stabs Ikaku. Now, the problem with Hintsugaya is that he was on the brink of death. Like he wasn't dead yet before Giselle turned him into a zombie. So really, all she has is the control of his brain. He doesn't have his mind anymore. She has his mind. So she can control him. The only problem is that you're fighting against Kurosuchi, who's already prepared, apparently, for this chick. I don't know how he prepared for her, but he was already ready for her. And I don't know when he did it. I wish they like kind of elaborated on when he did this. But he walks up to Hintsugaya. And he's like, look, this is the second episode, too, by the way. We have gone into the second episode because the Hintsugaya shit was like, all right, that was, it was gassed. I mean, like, it was just cool. You came down and you look like you're badass. And then this is what happens next is that, Kurosuchi apparently drugged him already. He said, I've been wanting to experiment this new drug. And he continues to do the same statements. He does this statement, and then he clearly can't fight Hintsugaya, but at the end of the day, he was like, I studied all you. He said this thing that I have around my Zanpakuto predicts all your movements. That's why I'm able to block all your shit. And so, like, hey, I ain't gonna lie, zombie Hintsugaya it was a force, all right, because he finally like kind of figured out how to use his ice powers. I'll give him this because he fought Ikaku. Let's be real. And so when he fought Yamachika and Ikaku, actually he folded both of them actually very easily. But I like that he turned like his knee into an ice spike and stabbed them kneed them in the gut and stabbed them with it. It was, I ain't gonna lie, that was actually pretty sick. That was a pretty sick move. I'll give him that. All right, I'll give him that. Still gassed ass character. But he tries the same thing with Kurosuchi, doesn't work. And then he fights, and then he's able to like go Bankai and kill him. But then the same exact scene happens again. And he's like, hold on, didn't this just happen? He said, oh, he said, why are you saying the same shit over and over again? Like goes to attack him. Why are you saying the same thing again? He's like, I don't know. Pretty much like, I'm not saying the same thing again. It then kills him again. And then finally, the third time around, I don't, then you see the third time around. I'll go, I'll talk about, I'll go on my diatribe about the next thing in a second. The third time around, he tells him like, yo, when do you think I administered the drug on you? Damn. And then he goes on to explain how the drug is practically working. The drug is working as like you can live out the same thing, but you can never kill me. You can never kill me because when you kill me, you go right back to this scene. You would go right back here every time. He said, he said, you can never kill me. I will haunt you forever, practically. That shit was fucking wild. How was he already ready? I feel like March Out the Zombies should have been like one of those movie ones, but that's cool. This is like one of the greatest. This is like one of the greatest zombie episodes of a show ever. But he goes and he's like, when do you think I administered the drug on you? And so he said, because every time you kill me, we go right back to here. I'm like, damn, he got him. He got him living Groundhog's Day. Pretty much, it's like the Russian doll. Like you like if you guys haven't ever, if y'all haven't watched Russian Doll on Netflix, I don't know what you're doing. Like when these two people die, they go back to the day that they die and have to relive that day again. Doesn't matter. They can live 2, 3, 5 years, whatever. If they die, they go back to the original spawn point, pretty much. It's crazy. Spawn point, yeah. Just in case all my gamers out there, it goes back to the spawn point, no matter where you die. So he tells them this. And pretty much he folds him by like telling him, like, oh, how many times have you done it? Have you done it over 10? Do you think you've done this over 10 times? Because then all of a sudden you just see him fall over. He's like, you have 30 seconds of your body being paralyzed. And then stabs him in the neck with his whatchamacallit, with his Zanpakuto. This is okay, just in case you guys are like, who are you talking about? This is Kurosuchi stabbing Hinsegai in the neck after pretty much administering whatever fucking drug he gave him, and then he drops down for 30 seconds. He's paralyzed. He cannot do shit. He doesn't have his mind still. He started getting his mind back each time that they go back in time, but you got 10 times, and then it, the drug actually, this when the drug actually starts working. And so he stabs him in the neck, and then he also administers some type of drug. I forgot what it was. Maybe try to get his memory, or try to really get his humanity back. And all of a sudden, apparently Giselle was very busy after most of these battles. So she got the 2 visored captains zombified, and also Rangiku zombified. And so what happened is that Kurosuchi says, hey, I'm gonna need y'all to pretty much run interference until I can, like, administer this drug. I'm gonna go back for 1 second. So there was the one, hold on, because I was just looking at it. Charlotte, that's what his name is. His name is Charlotte. Charlotte went to go fight Hinsegai, by the way, 1-on-1. Charlotte gets folded very easily. Hinsegai actually caught a few bodies. You know what? He got my respect from this episode a little bit. Actually, zombified. I think regular Hinsegai probably would have got folded at some point in life, but zombified and Giselle holding, doing all, kind of holding him up, or like pretty much controlling all his movements. I think that that he needs to be controlled by somebody else, because clearly his powers are not to their full potential when he's using them. Clearly. So yeah, man, he caught a few bodies. But going back, so apparently that was me going back and completely forgot. I had to go back, and now I'm here. I'm here again. So what's crazy is that she has created these zombies out of like pretty much anybody, and it's pretty amazing to watch, like, these characters that we've been following for over 300 episodes. and we see them like, oh, they're dead. They're practically dead, or they were on the brink of death, and she was able to take control of their brains. And Kurosuchi took over Iran cars, brought back Iran cars. So that means there's a certain Iran, I'm sorry, Espada. These are the Espada, actually. These are supposed to be strong and strong. So Kurosuchi, and they can't die. And they're under his control, by the way. His corpse squad, he calls them his corpse unit. They're all under Kurosuchi's control. By the way, I forgot to tell you guys this. All of them can never try to attack him, and all of them have to follow his fucking orders no matter what. So this actually becomes very, very important later on. This episode was way better than the first one, mostly because we see Byakuya fighting off what, 4 people by himself? He fought off 4 people by himself. And one of the lieutenants come up, the one that has 13 on his face. I always forget his I don't know why I can never remember his name. Was that Geen? That was Geen's lieutenant, if I remember correctly. So once again, everybody, I'm really bad with names, but I can tell you the face. Actually, his was like, he has like the chain Zanpakuto too. Pretty sick ass one. I just cannot remember his name right now. I'm really, really bad with names. Sorry. So hold on. Actually, it might be up here somewhere. What the fuck? Fuck you. Okay, fuck it. I don't even care anymore. Okay, so completely forgot what I was talking about. Byakuya. So Byakuya takes out 4 Stir Raiders by himself easily because he's overpowered now. He knows the full name of almost fucked the name up. Oh my, Zenbu Zakura. I suck with names, sorry. All right. So, but he ends up fighting another Stir Raider. This Stir Raider is Love. Well, he was the 2 other, the last 2 remaining Bambi squad members, they were the smart ones. They was like, yeah, we're not gonna fight him because we're not gonna be able to beat him. So we actually probably might need a 3rd person. And one chick was like, nah, we don't need anybody else. We could probably beat him by ourselves. No, we're gonna need a 3rd person. And that was Love. The Stir Raider, that was his his characteristic, I guess, or whatever the fuck they are. Because you got Bazby, like that's his is L, so L for Love. Very weird one, man. He looked like a baby, like how you depict Cupid, like a black fat Cupid. And his power is like he makes his hands into the heart symbol, and he puts the heart on somebody, and once that person has the heart on them, they're under his control. They're in love with him, and so they will fight for him, die for him, whatever. Like that's like if you have love in your heart, which is going to be something that comes up a little later. If you have love in your heart, he's able to take advantage of take control of you. And he was able to do that with one of the with the 2 Stir Raiders, actually, the 2 Bambi squad members that were like that were conflicted on if they should use them or not. And he used them to fight have them fight each other, which also comes very, very, which actually comes very which is actually an important scene later on. I'll tell you guys, guys and gals will know in a second. But the fight between Byakuya and him, it wasn't really between Byakuya and him. It was between hold on, let me see, man, because I should have like that episode. Let me see, March of the Zombies 2. Let me see, should have something. Sorry guys, I'm I'm really bad with names, so I'm trying to my best to like get all this going. I'm gonna get it all right. Oh wow, they didn't fucking do a okay, whatever. Who cares? I'm doing the summary my damn self, motherfuckers. So sorry. So with Byakuya, he starts to fight. He's like, "Why are you attacking me?" Like he's wondering why this lieutenant is attacking him. He's like, "Yo, don't." He said, "No, you attacked me." He's like, "No, you're attacking me. I'm just defending," which was a fucking hilarious scene, by the way. But The problem is that Love tries to hit Byakuya with his power, with the love power, and Byakuya, I guess, has no love in his heart, and you can't control him with that. He has no way of being controlled in the sea. Like he's like, yeah, I don't know why the fuck he would do that. Apparently, with the love though, he could take control of Zanpakuto. Now, Zanpakuto does have a soul in it, as we have all found out, with especially with Ichigo. We found out that these have a mind, not just have a mind of their own, they actually are a soul. And so the Soul Reaper, I mean this the Zanpakuto apparently can fall in love with this guy. And it can be used against Byakuya. And he's like, ah man, I should never thrown you. He's like, shit, I shouldn't have thrown you. But with that, it was like it was an interesting fight. It was an easy fight for Byakuya, for real. He was able to gain back control of his Zanpakuto, and after Love tries to use, I guess, his ultimate power, and with the arrow, which he took the arrow out of his little diaper thing, and that was disgusting, and tries to shoot him with the arrow, and Byakuya is like, nah, homie, you're not going to hit me with that because Zenpu Zakura, I'm going to go fucking Bankai. And this is when you see the 100 swords coming out the ground, and then they become, then all those 100 swords become rose petals, and they stop whatever attack comes towards them. And what happens is that after that, he hits, Love with it, puts him through a building, and pretty much that's pretty much the end of the fight for Byakuya. I was like, too fucking all for real. Overall, Byakuya took out 5 Stir Raiders by himself. Easily, by the way. He folded all of them easily. Now, I wish they knew that each time they die, each time those fuckers die, we each get stronger. So, can't wait to see that. Wow, that plays out. But at the end of the episode, we see one of the Bambi Squad members walking up to Love, and she was like, oh man, he's like, oh, you're gonna be here to help me and save me. And she was like, no, bitch. You just try to have us fight each other. So I'm going to eat you now. Like her mouth turns to the side and some shit. I'm just like, ew. I guess she eats him. I guess that's the end of that guy. He's that's the end of him by his own peoples, and that sucks for him. I'm sorry to see it. Sorry to see it happen. And that's just this life. It's, you have her and her best friend start fighting each other. They're going to start turning on to you and fuck you up. So sorry, Love, you gone, buddy. Sorry, this is it. That was it for you, man. That was it, man. So that was the end of those 2 episodes. My 2 reactions to those episodes. I thought overall, that was one of the better 2 zombie episodes of any show I've watched, especially like Marvel zombies and stuff like that. I really do think that like Bleach is getting just better with the fighting. Like they're not making them long elongated fights where you're watching them for 5 or 6 episodes of one person fighting the other. I think they're saving that for when Soul King fights Yuichi. Probably that might even be just one episode also. And maybe probably Ichigo fighting Yuichi. And probably like we're going to see like flashbacks between Ichigo and his mom, because as we all know, Ichigo is part Quincy and also part Soul Reaper, which is fucking cool as shit. I'm glad his dad finally told him that shit. It took him 16 years to tell him, and you already knew that he was a Soul Reaper, and he was a captain. You know what I mean? Like Ishin was a captain. She's wild as fuck. So he has the power of a captain. That's probably why he got Bankai so quickly. But I'm sorry, my bad. I'm going very much off the whatchamacallit right now. Sorry, this is complete spoilers. Hopefully you guys don't hate me for this. But if you haven't watched Bleach, of course, don't, like this is almost what's this, episode 389 overall in the series. Is 23 in the 1,000 Years Blood War arc. Yeah, that's how much of a fan I've been. But yeah, man. I like overall, I think, like I said, I thought these were 2 very good episodes. I wish we got a little bit more Ichigo probably fighting. I think they're saving us from that. I think they're saving that for the next core. and it just fuck, man. So just in case, so within 1,000 Years Blood War, as we know, it's its own season of Bleach, right? So, but 1,000 Years Blood War, the arc has different cores to it. So I think it's going to be 4 or 5 different cores. We're in core 2 right now, and I think core 2 is really like going to be ending with Yoichi fighting Soul King. I think that's where that's going to be our last fight between those two. So I'm very excited to see the next episode. I'm just excited for Bleach, man. I'm so happy Bleach is back. We had to wait 10 years, but that's cool with me, man. I'm okay waiting 10 years for some fucking great anime, man. And great drawings. Just like I said, the uncensored nature of this, where they actually showing like more bloodied fights and just like the carnage from this fight, from this war between these two. I mean, this is truly hate between Quincy's and Soul Reapers. I mean, Soul Reapers literally tried to eradicate them. Yeah, this is hate. This is truly hate. You know, and I completely, I'm loving every second of this show, man. I really am. Yeah, and also you don't know who's going to be killed off now. Like normally people have plot armor, like Hensagaya. Hensagaya had plot armor. Like he gets stabbed up a lot of times, but he ain't going to die. But right this time now he's a zombie. How? Rangiku, a zombie. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, all of them about to be under control of Korosuchi, so I think they want to die. I think Byakuya was like, yo, he said, yo, you couldn't honor them. He said you couldn't let them live with the dignity of dying. You had to keep them alive so you can have them practically as pets. That is pretty much what he's telling them. Like you made them into practically your pets, into your own army. Like that's what Kurasuchi's doing right now. He's making his own army, and Byakuya was like, yo, you just couldn't let them die. Like, come on, man. Like, why would you? What are we doing here? You know, and yeah, actually, I'm sorry, I messed up. Byakuya is not the one that puts him through the building. That's on me. It's one of the visored captains with the hands. He finally figured out how to fight. And because he got folded very easily by Superstar. And he punches him like at least 50 times, and then he puts him through a building, and then that's when he gets eaten. Sorry, that's on me. That's my fault. I take full blame for that. But like I said, man, Korosuchi was like, yeah, I probably pretty practically saved your life. He was like, fuck, what? That's easy money. That was an easy fight for me. Like, I don't understand. What the fuck? Get out of here, dog. You didn't save me. Bitch, I don't need saving. What they said, what the Mystical say? Help the bear. You know what I mean? When you see me fighting the bear, help the bear. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what he was saying. Help the bear. But at the end of the day, man, like I said, man, this show is fucking amazing. I'm going to try to do better with names. I'm actually going to try to keep shit chronological order. I want to try. You know what I mean? This just, y'all know me. I jump around a lot, man. I jump around to like different subjects. I love it. Yeah. And okay, my last little diatribe, and this is it for me. I hate this is the only thing that like bothers me about animes is that these motherfuckers like literally will tell you their move set and their power set. Like every part, they can tell you, they're going to tell you the weakness of the move that they're about to use on you. They're going to yell out the move name and also tell you the strengths of it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to tell you the strengths, weakness, and also the name of it. And then describe it in full detail of how the power works. And it's just like, yo, of all this time, like you spent explaining this, you could have killed this person by now. You could have got this person out of the way by now. Like this fight's over if you don't do a whole diatribe on how your power, how your Zanpakuto works, or how your power works, or something like that. Like, oh man, I get the spirit bomb. I get all the spirit and power from everybody and throw it at somebody's face. Like, I don't need to know that. Just do the spirit bomb and let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't understand it. I just said, I don't understand why we have to be explained how the power works. Explain it after you get this person out of the way. Why? Why you gotta explain it to the person that you're trying to get rid of? Because now they can counter it. Now they're like, yeah, okay, now I can counter that shit. I want to counter it like this. Okay, cool, easy money. That was easy. Like he did it in the mid fight with Hensagaya. Like, yeah, man, it's like this sword is telling me each time where your next move is going to be. How do you think I know that? You know what I mean? Like, who gives a shit? You blocking this shit? Kill him. Like, what are we doing here? But yeah, man, it's just It's just one of those anime things, man. It's just I've been watching it way too long, and I'm so used to it, but it's still like one of those annoying traits that we have to go through a lot. So, but with that, that was the Bleach review of March Out the Zombies 1 and 2. If you have not watched the Thousand Years Blood War yet, what are you doing? Why have you not? Like, come on now. Let's get our lives together. Let's do this. Let's act like we care. You know what I mean? Let's act like we care. You know, like tuck your shirt in. Like how people will be like, yeah, tuck your shirt in, you know, fix your tie, you know, watch Bleach. Like let's get it together. You know what I mean? Let's grow up. Grow up a little bit. All right. So I'm playing. But with that, I love you guys. Where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, anywhere you can find your podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, where you can find latest updates to the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finance. And let's get to that 600, baby. Let's get to that 600. Help me out. Help me out. Please help me out. Also, I'm gonna put this in my descriptions, whatever. In my the description of the episode. This is going to be another website that you guys can click onto. But I'm just gonna put this out there just in case. My mom is doing a not a fundraiser, charity event, charity bike ride, bike race, bike ride. Think a bike ride, no bike race, something like that. It's both. Okay, she's going to be on a bike and she's going to be going to far ways on the bike. Okay, so my mom is doing that. She's raising funds for the MS Society. It's actually for multiple sclerosis. We actually have a family member that is afflicted by multiple by that is dealing with or fighting against multiple sclerosis. So it's very, 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 very near dear to our hearts as a family. If you guys have a chance or you have any you know what I mean, a little bit spare change or anything like that, please go. I'm gonna have the information on the descriptions. Please, please, please. If you guys get a chance or if you have any questions or anything like that, this is going to a fantastic cause. Actually right around the time we first moved to Texas, she did the what is it, MS? What was the thing? Tour de it was like called like the Tour de France, but it was a different name. Tour de Cure. Tour de Cure. She did Tour de Cure. It was also for the MS society. So you know, she's gonna be riding a bike. You know what I mean? More power to her. I mean, I can't do it. I that's too long, man. I would do it for a great cause. Don't get it twisted. I will do it for a great cause. Don't get it twisted. If I, you know, if I was able to get off work, you know, but due to certain situations, I cannot. But yes, please donate to the MS to the website I'm going to be giving you guys, man. This is her personal charity for the society, and if you guys get a chance, please definitely help out as much as possible, man. This you know, we're trying to find a cure to this, man. It takes one step. It takes a village. It takes a village to help, you know. And I know you guys probably like have your own bills and inflations and things like that, but if you got a little bit of spare change, you know what I'm saying, $1, $2, you know, just, you know, throw it around, throw it in there a little bit, you know what I mean, throw it in there. But there will be the website for it. Please check it out, you know what I'm saying, and you know, everything, you know, you feel like everything is copacetic, please donate. Thank you so much for your time. Like you guys already know, man, please go like and subscribe on YouTube. Please go leave a rating review on Apple and Spotify. Like once again, I'm gonna put how are you doing for mental health, man, because you know that's a big thing for me right now. It's just, you know, don't, like I always tell you guys, man, going through the grieving process practically still, man. I don't think I've grieved the first, you know, the first time around. I just got hit with another right hook, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, please, you know, let me know how you doing, man. It's always better to talk to someone. And also, you know, put it out, probably even write it down or whatever. So, you know, just it's better. It's better to get it out. You know what I mean? Get it out there, get your mind, you know, try to clear your head out, you know, figure out ways, like maybe take a walk or maybe take a bike ride, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. So, you know, I understand people who are fighting their own battles. You never know who's fighting their own battles. So, please, you know, let me know how you doing on the Spotify. If you're feeling down, if you're feeling up, feeling whatever, man, just let me know. You know, this is what the podcast is also here for, to help, man. So I mean, to help, you know what I'm saying? So with that, I would like to say I love you guys. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to listen to the podcast. Yes, this is a straight up Bleach review podcast. So if you ever watch Bleach or you don't watch Bleach, please still listen to the pod. I may hopefully this gets you into it. So with that, I like to say I love all of you. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Catch you guys later. Deuces.